Right, a couple more things here to look at. One is shadow, which we're going to do in a minute, and the detailing on the brickwork. So I've laid this brickwork detailing on the corners of this gable end in. All that is an array which I have created. So that is one half brick and one full brick, and then I create a rectangular array with that. And the key to that is get the setting out right from that point to that next point, giving you your gaps between the brickwork. Otherwise, the lines get too close, looks too heavy. And the other thing is these magenta lines that you can see are wipeout frames again, so they intersect each other. So that's 5mm off that brick, and then there's 5mm off that brick, so it closes that 10mm gap. And that is the best way to do it. Then you get a consistent line that overlays anything else, and you can just pull that down, create as many rows as you like with that. And that's all I've done here. I've just laid that in, got the coursing correct with my hatching brickwork, and then that lines through perfectly with my brickwork, which is laid in between that. With that detailing. So that's all that is. Just draw those two, create an array, rectangular array, and away you go. I'm going to do this stuff on another video, so I'm going to do a video on creating these, probably the windows, different types of windows, doors, headers, that kind of thing. Downpipes. Because if I chuck it all onto this video, it will just end up being far too long for one course. So look out for those videos. I'll upload them in due course. Right, shadow. So the architectural standard for doing shadow is to consider that the sun is over your left shoulder at 45 degrees. And that works really well. So that means that every time we draw a shadow line, it's coming in on this line. And then to get the depth, I think with fascias and barge boards, to some extent, you can there's some liberty there to play around with that and give it the depth you want. We can look at that. I'm always interested to look at shadow, actually, when the sun's shining right now in Hampshire, in England. It's not often this time of year, but it's really interesting to look at shadows on buildings once you start getting an eye for this. And it's always deeper, more pronounced, and often more offset than you think it would be. So occasionally I'll take some photos of some. There's a lot of classic country houses around here. Upark being one, which is very close to us. And I've got a couple of photos of Upark in the sunshine, with the shadow dancing off the windows and the sills and the fascias and the barge boards and the chimneys, the dormers, and it's amazing just to look at that and see what it does in reality. And I think if you do that, take notice of that, and then you'll see how to add it realistically into your drawings. But ultimately, if I was doing this fascia, I've done it on the other drawing, so I would probably come down, getting on for 400mm, 40 centimeters, something like that. That would probably be the maximum, and then you can work out your shadow on the plan. So if you're considering that your shadow is going to strike at 45 degrees, if you're assuming it's going to hit this corner, you know now that actually that distance is where it will appear on that front elevation. So you can set that line. That's your shadow line on that flat elevation. Then you're going to have to work out what it's doing as it comes around this roof. And as the roof slopes back, so it would do something like, let me get on the right layer. So I'm going to start here because this is the gable end. So this elevation is behind that. And take it down to that point, then it's going to run across to here. So that would be in shadow. And my shadow is with a particular colour and a particular transparency. It's just a solid hatch. Again, works really well. So with the fascia board, I'm going to do that by eye. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. $375mm. Put that in there. Hatch that and make that associative. There we go. Now all we need to do is just pull that across. Shadow comes with it because it's associative. I'll bring that rainwater pipe to the front. That overlays the shadow, and the wipeout frame behind it conceals shadow. So then we've just got a solid box that we can drop in with our shadow wherever we want. Right.